Hey everyone, welcome back to Death Must Die's Act 3. So today we're going to jump on Nixi and do the big area summoning build. So Nixi doesn't really have a lot in here to do with summons. We can take Assassination for more damage to elites and bosses, Lethality for some prime critical hit chance, Dirty Tricks will do more damage to enemies that have a status applied to them. Then we're just going to go on the right side of the tree here, take the basic stuff, movement, speed. I've gone for fight or flight. This one is totally unnecessary. You could put the points elsewhere. I've gone for finesse for more dash charges. As I said, Nixi doesn't really have a whole lot in here for summons. We could potentially do a summoning critical hit build, but I tried it out, and to be honest with you, the big area was just way more fun. So that's the skill tree setup. I'll show you what the gear setup is here. So we prioritize, obviously, attack area for our summon. So I got it up to 180%. You can technically get a little bit higher, but this is the highest I can go at the moment with the gear. So I've got summon movement speed plus 10 on the summon count, and we're taking a bit of damage in where we can get it. So we're going for these items that have the big summon attack area. The plus 7 on the count here on the weapon is pretty crazy. We've got 3 more and some summon damage coming from over here. Summon damage with some Master and Legends, so I've thrown on the Black Pearl so we can hopefully get the higher tier summons to show up. More summon attack area and plus 2 summon slots. So Nixi does not get a whole lot of summon slots by default, so putting a few on here is going to be really, really nice. There's the summon movement speed with some life. I am taking in a skeleton army and some dragons with us, so we can take advantage of all the summon area that we have. And then I've just thrown some dice on here. So the build is reasonably simple here. We're just going to take summons and we're going to make them really, really big. So this scales really, really well with the deer. We don't specifically have to take the deer, but I think we'll try and go for winter on this one. The other god choices are up to you. Obviously, time and mort are great for summoning builds, but we don't strictly have to take them. Guys, if you enjoy the big area summoning build here on Nixi, hit subscribe to help the channel grow. We're actually getting really, really close to 1,600 subs now. So let's go. As you can see, everything has massive area here. So one of the reasons that time is also good on a build like this is we can take our Mort as well. What does she show up with? Not much. Let's do someone else today. Actually, we did get Winter here, so why don't we try for the summons? I don't really care for Dive so much. Okay, Winter's got a lot of stuff in here. We'll get rid of some of this. Here's the deer. It doesn't show up at a very high level, though. Let's roll her a few times. I'll get rid of the shards as well. You know what? We'll go hard in for the deer here, if it'll show up. I swear we have master offers. I swear we do. Okay, we got a world freeze. I guess we can take a world freeze. Man, what was that start? Where are our master offers at? We rolled like 8 times there or something. Alright, well, we'll see how we go. Level up, attack damage, healing, or experience gain. Let's take experience gain. Taking that one early on can really boost our experience rate throughout the run, so that's really nice.
It's leg day.
Okay, Nin has some interesting ones. We could go for some of Nin's here. Why don't we get rid of that and that? She gonna roll anything for us? Dude. Okay, we got the deer, I guess. Okay, we got serpents, which is hilarious. We got influence too. I mean, alright, we'll take more. Since she shows up, man, what a weird start this has been already. So that's an interesting example of how things just go off the rails straight away in terms of the rolls and the blessings and stuff. So okay, Crom. I mean, he's got the swords. I don't really want him. Okay, we got the summoner, but you know what? I don't really feel like taking you. We have to set things on fire for her summons. We could take this guy. He's got an interesting summon. We'll just say that. You know what? Let's do it. Let's give the serpent a go here and see how bad it truly is. Okay. So, yeah, a lot of people have been saying how bad the serpent is. I've tried it here and there, but it has never seemed like a particularly strong summon to me, so... So I do actually like taking time for force, is what I was trying to say earlier.
Help you.
Okay, snowstorm guide, we could. The aura now heals. You know what? It shows up. We'll just take it. Okay, well, that's interesting. We have a lot of them, though, so they will be healing all of our summons, which is pretty nice. but we won't have the extra pull range, so we actually are going to have to collect the XP or do some magnet finding here. We'll see how we go. Yeah, I don't know. This has been a real wonky start, but I think we'll continue anyway because we do have the main summon that we want here, right? So, okay, influence. I guess it's more summon damage. Let's do it.
Look what washed.
Okay. He doesn't show up with anything right now. Let's ult away. I mean, sure, we can take the healing. All right.
You mortals.
More influence. All right. Yeah, this has certainly been an interesting start to a summoning run, I'll tell you what. But you know what? We did pass up time, and he's a great choice for the summoning builds. So, I don't know. We'll see how we go anyway. All right, so this is going to be an interesting combination for boss damage. Okay, first strike. All right. We do have some Master and Legend offers, so we're actually getting some decent stuff. How many rolls do we have? What do we want? We got no rerolls left. Take some rerolls. I guess banishes would be really nice too. I mean, they're just getting healed. Look at this. All right, where are the enemies at though, huh? Some of these waves sometimes feel like they just don't have enemies in them. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, we've got some skellies now. Okay. Okay, fleet-footed as well. All right, we got both of her legendaries pretty early on. So that's interesting. Look at this. We got 4 dash charges. Let's go Nixi. Okay. Yes, so certainly has been an interesting start. I mean, we've got some pretty good blessings. We've got some master stuff going on here. We've got a couple of the legendaries. We could still potentially get like the legendary dragon, I guess. Or we would take one of Mort's if they want to show up at master level. We'll see what shows up. I mean, Ravens is I like Ravens, but I don't think it's as strong as some of the other ones. Okay, we'll take the deer level up while it's on offer here, I think. Okay, we'll see if we can get this build cooking by the time we hit the let's go legends. By the time we hit the first boss, these deer are pretty good. And we have a lot of them out on the field, as you can see. But, yeah, we'll see how we go. We are not leveling super fast here. We are leveling, but it's not crazy fast. So I did some test runs on this one, and it did start a little slow in terms of the XP gain, but it started to really ramp up as we got a bit stronger and got some more summons online and stuff like that. Do we just take the influence? I guess we just take it. I mean, the damage is nice, right? We might have to start ulting and get some levels into these deer, though, or at least trying to get one of the other ones from her. Although, you know, doesn't hurt taking the influence up early on here just to get the damage online. Got another gem over here. Okay, we're chasing the red gems here at the moment. Okay, we got a devotion. We also got the frost wolf, so we could go all in on the the winter stuff here. Do they have area? What's their attack area? 90 square, so not huge by itself, but you know what? Let's take it. All right, let's go all in on the winter, the winter summons right here. Okay. Hopefully we'll get a devotion, that devotion to show back up. And maybe we should have taken that first. I mean, it's much at the end of the day, I suppose, but maybe it would have been nicer to level up the deer a bit quicker here first. Okay, well, we can't take his now, but we can take High Tide. We just take him for damage now, I guess. Alright, so then it actually pays us to leave as much of this stuff empty as we can now. So that's an interesting place to be. Alright, well, this run is not really going the way I had done the test runs. But let's see if we can still pull this off. I don't know, sometimes it's interesting to see the runs that totally don't necessarily go according to plan. I think we got enough power here, though. We should be able to. Look, we got the devotion anyway. Let's go. Okay, so, yeah, the pull area is one thing that we're lacking a bit, so I don't know. Where are my dragons? Sure, we got dragons somewhere. Oh, here they are. Look at the dragon area. Wait, hold on. Are they going to hit anything? Oh, there you go. It goes off the screen. That's hilarious. All right. So yeah, so it's not really a dragon build, but having big area dragons is pretty hilarious. All right, let's go the crystalline deer here first, since it's so good with area and summon count scaling. I think it is one of the more consistent and strong feeling summons at the moment in the game. That's definitely not the only one you can use. I think the stone golem's pretty fun too. That they did nerf that a bit though, so that's interesting. That was in, I don't know, one of the patches a few weeks back. Let's go the deer level ups here. Okay. So we can't get the frost dragon now, but we can get some of her other legendaries to show up here. Oh, we also got heal on level up, so that's our healing. We don't really have heal on kill or anything. We could take curiosity. Also an offer at master. You know what? I think I will. Given the current blessing situation and the amount of dice required, that ends up being such a high tier thing to take, blessing to take, the curiosity at master. I mean, just getting 4 of each dice, additional dice throughout a run is, man, it's really, really good. So one of the things about Act 3 here at the moment is the fates definitely feel like way more important, and we can take the damage. Yeah, they feel way more important. They feel like they come up a decent amount extra. I don't know if the odds would necessarily change that much, but it feels like they come up a lot more often. It feels like they are far more important now. So it's one of the things that adds to the feeling of you need so many dice, because some of their stuff are pretty strong. We've already got really what we want from her. Let's just go and level the deer all the way to 10. Okay. And then we'll get the ice wolves going as well. I'm not opposed to just ulting over here every time. I guess we could go to the fates as well, but we'll start with the damage here. I'm barely even seeing the enemies. I mean, are they dying before we even get a... Okay, I was seeing a few skeletons here. We'll see how the boss goes. We're coming up towards the boss now. Now, we can take other casts and stuff. I think Execution is probably worth taking at Master. Extra experience shards is nice. Okay, Hero's Journey is also fantastic. Do we take... we'll take the Hero's Journey. We'll take the damage before the boss fight here, so... we should, in theory, be able to kill the boss here reasonably quickly. Okay, we got a magnet as well, which is nice. We've just focused on the deer first. I mean, we could do one and then the other, but let's just get the deer up first, and then we'll go for... Oh man, look how much XP we're getting right here. And then we'll go for the wolves next. Okay. Alright, what are we? Level 29 now. Yes, this is what I was talking about. The first couple of minutes is a little slow on Nixi here as you kind of get things ramped up. But then you sort of do start to escalate your XP gain reasonably quickly, especially when you see a magnet lying around. So, we'll see how Frog Boy goes here. We got 4 dashes. We should be able to get away from his attacks right here, surely. Okay, here is my army. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah, there we go. As soon as they get over to him, they wrecked him. Alright, nice. Alright, let's get our wolves going now. So, you don't necessarily have to take the healing, but man, it keeps your summons pretty well topped off here, which is pretty nice. So, you could take a different summon or a different evolution if you really, really wanted to. But, I mean, the deer with the area, I mean, look how big the area is just on a single one. And we have the +10 summon counts. There's just so many of them running around. Healing everything. Healing each other, too, which is hilarious. So, you see how quickly we melted the boss. We didn't even have very, very high summon damage on our gear coming in. It's only like 50, 57 or something. We can check in quickly with our summon damage. It's almost 400%, so it's not even super, super crazy high, but it's high enough when you have this many summon count going. Okay. So we could, but let's just ult over here. Keep going on the wolves. Once we get the wolves to 10, I mean, there's not really anything else we want to take that much, especially with high tide, because that increases our damage for every empty slot we have. So, you know. With that being said, we could take I Know People if it shows up and just try and find some other interesting gods. I don't know. Maybe that's silly, but we could potentially get, like, I don't know, like God of War show up randomly, or, you know, any of the other interesting, you know, legendaries or whatever, or passives too. So, you know what? If it shows up, maybe we take it, but I won't specifically go for it. Okay. We could devote to her right here. I'm not actually so interested in fortune, but let's devote. Let's get devoted. Alright, here's my army. Okay, so, I mean, we got 8. I guess we could roll them a couple of times here. One more? No. Alright. Okay, the wolves. Once the wolves are taken here, we're just not going to see winter, though, so we're going to have to take something else, I guess. We just level the attack, I suppose. Which is interesting. So yeah, I did mess around with critical hit chance for the summons. I just don't have enough generic crit chance gear to really make it pop off. I mean, seeing the extra 300% crit damage, I mean, it sounds really good on paper, and there's probably a build out there if you have enough of the right gear to do it, but I tried, man. Looking through my stash, just... Aside from just attack crit chance and doing the darts, there's just not much else I can do. Okay, we are eventually gonna have to take something else here. Not yet though. Alright, well maybe the fates will show up a bit more often here. We'll see. Alright, summoning push dagger, huh? Interesting. Yeah, so I don't know, this feels like a pretty free kind of build too. It's not like as crazy OP as the serpents, but as you can see, the aggro that these summons sort of take for you makes moving around the map like really pretty easy at the moment. So I think summons are feeling pretty strong, especially if you take like the big area and big damage, big summon count, that sort of stuff. Get that going on your gear. What is this? Securing Belt of the Thunder God. Is that a Lightning Armageddon? Oh, it sure is. I do enjoy me a bit of a Lightning Armageddon, not gonna lie. It's a pretty fun affix if you've never messed around with it before. Got a damage? No, but we really don't need to sort of hold on to it right now. You can see the summons just casually healing each other. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, so, I don't know. This build, where the summons actually take the aggro from a lot of the enemies, yeah, I think the rework of the summons is interesting because initially the summons were, I don't know, they were getting charmed and all this sort of stuff, which is kind of crazy. Okay, we got to take something. I don't think she has any more passives for us that we'd really want. I guess Sudden Death is kind of hilarious. Just randomly kill some things. Alright, I guess we'll take it. Hero's Journey. Frost Wolves, very good. More Hero's Journey. Okay. Alright, we should have some pretty good damage overall here. Yeah, so initially the summons would get charmed and the bosses would kill them like really quickly. So I definitely think they're in a way better spot now in this patch than they were initially. But yeah, you can see it's reasonably free, this sort of build. I mean, it's definitely not. It is not as crazy as the Maris one we did with the serpents, right? I mean, that was just totally screen clearing. I mean, I don't know. It was pretty entertaining though, so I enjoyed doing that one. All right, so we'll see how the back up the run goes here. I mean, maybe some of the enemies later on into the run will give us a bit more trouble. But as you can see, the aggro management that these summons can give you in the game at the moment is, it does really make it pretty straightforward. But it does assume that you have some pretty good gear. Like, I hadn't done a build like this on Nixi up until this point because I didn't have a weapon like the weapon I got with the +7, right? As soon as I saw that drop, I was like, oh, we can get something really cooking on Nixi now for summons, which is interesting. Okay, we got more healing. We got serpents. I mean, we could for the lols, but maybe we take the sickles instead, huh? Or we could just keep going on the sudden death and keep our prime damage. Let's just take some sickles. I feel like our damage output is high enough here as it is. We'll just do it for funsies. We'll get round to doing a sickles build at some point. I mean, sickles Lorien with Bask in Greatness is pretty fun. It's not the only way you can do it. Oh, I ran into... What is that? Oh, it's a cloud. I can't see it behind my summon. It's hilarious. Okay. They deal a larger percentage of attack damage, having increased duration and velocity. So that's pretty cool. I haven't actually messed around with the evolution for the sickles there. So, I mean, one of the reasons I haven't done sickles is sickles was like one of the strongest things back in Act 2. It was pretty insane, and I did a bunch of builds with them already, you know what I mean? So it was never my priority for Act 3, but we can go and do a sickles build at some point here. I mean, they are pretty fun to use, right? Just take our attack damage up here now. Definitely feeling pretty good on Lorien in the past, so, you know, I mean, anyone who is an attacker can use them, right? But Lorien has the advantage of Bask in Greatness plus the arrow spam. I mean, as far as attacks go in this game, I mean, Lorien's has to be the best, right? You got range, you got bouncing arrows, you got the crazy amount of attack speed you can get. Do we through harvest? Why not? Let's do it for fun. Okay. Yeah, so, I don't know, we'll get on to doing a Bask in Greatness build. I haven't got around to doing that yet. That's another one I want to try. We've done Rain of Arrows, we've done Black Lightning, and we've done the Whistling Arrow now. So, yeah, we'll get back to Lorien at some point here. It's hard when there's this many characters to do... Spread them out evenly, you know what I mean? I've been trying, right? We have to get back to Averon at some point too. If you guys have a Averon build specifically what you want to see, I was thinking of doing the powers build with combust and all that sort of stuff, but I just haven't got around to build crafting yet. I don't know if I have the required gear to get it done. I probably do, considering I have some reasonably decent heavy armor pieces from doing some of those Kront builds as well. We'll see how we go. I don't know. Let me know what character you're interested in seeing next, if you have a preference. Okay, we got the boss coming up here. Let's see how we go. Where are my summons? Oh, here we go. Bully him. Bully him. I guess we can attack him as well. Oh no, this is slower. This is like more than 10 seconds. Okay, there we go. 14 seconds. Oof. That's the longest boss kill we've done for a while. Alright. So yeah, you could probably get it faster if you had, I don't know, another summon as opposed to just doing the evolution for the healing here. Or if we have more summon damage. We decreased our damage a bit by taking... It's only 126%. Why did it go down so much? We only took 2 or 3? 3, I guess, which is... As influence as well. Its duration, 10 seconds, plus 50% damage. I don't know. High Tide probably does give you quite a bit of extra damage. Because it acts as a multiplier, right? So... That's alright. Maybe it was a mistake to take the other stuff, but it's alright. We're doing fine here anyway. Up to level 53 too. I just realized on Nixi, which is pretty good for Nixi. I mean, a lot of Nixi's builds tend to level reasonably slow, especially like the attack focused stuff, unless you get like, you know, The poison darts are pretty good if you put like big effect range on them, for example, but not all of the setups feel that that great on Nixi at the moment. I think the one we haven't done is the Shadow Step. Yeah, so maybe we'll try that one next for Nixi when we get back around to her. So there's a reason that I've done a couple extra Maris builds too, because Maris was actually one of the first characters I farmed gear on, so I actually had a lot of light armor gear to work with. So that is the reason, one of the reasons you've seen a decent amount of Maris builds. And also, you know, Maris is the character I've played the most, so I understand her build crafting stuff, you know, probably the best out of all of them. Not saying I don't know the other characters, but she's definitely the one I played the most overall in my playtime, I would say. Okay, what do we got here? Attack speed. This is all kind of bad. I guess we could take attack speed. Not really our focus of the build, our attacks, so, you know, it is what it is. Alright, we've got a few minutes left here. We'll see how the lead up to the final boss goes. Maybe we should hold on to a damage note if we see another one here. Okay, 80% more damage. That is pretty good. If you do go into a Sickles build, you definitely want to take that, right? I mean... Okay, got another magnet. We're getting a lot of magnets here at the moment in the back part of the run. More damage, too. We take that. We could have taken area there, too, I guess. Even more area. Okay, I guess we can just level them up now, since we decided to take it. I don't know, maybe it would have made sense to take another summon instead of taking the healing. But as you can see, the healing on these things are pretty nice. Let's take the dagger. We'll check the Nixi drops at the end of the run here too. Hopefully we get something. So what I'm really looking for in Nixi is a weapon that has strike crit chance or really, really high strike projectile count. One of the two of them, and I can mess around with another strike build for Nixi, but I don't actually mind seeing some dash sort of stuff either, because there are a couple of interesting dash builds you can do on Nixi as well, so we'll see what we get. Take the kills. Oh, we could just play it safe with armor. I mean, we got 4 dash charges. I don't think we're really going to have too much of a problem dodging the final boss, even if she spams us a lot.
The Reaper does not.
Okay. Let's see. Take that armor again. Why not? Damage versus undamage. Break a barrier. Let's take the damage from breaking a barrier. We should be breaking a decent amount of barriers right here. So that is an interesting one to combo with the Be Afraid build with Sacrilege. That's hilarious. I'll do a showcase for that one at some point over the next few days. Also, as you notice, I haven't done a stream today. I will get back to streaming reasonably soon. I just need to let my voice recover a bit. Even just doing a 4-hour stream was getting a bit... It was making my throat kind of sore. I kind of feel like coarse again after being sick, so we'll see how we go. At least I'm not like super blocked up and stuff now, so that's nice. All right, with that being said, we're getting pretty close to the end. Can we find a nice little damage node just to buff up the boss damage at the end? Just take some extra heals. So the damage wasn't too bad. Okay, we got Vampirism. You know what? We grabbed Vampirism right here. I was going to say the damage wasn't too bad on the tree boy once they all ganged up on him, but he did move around, and when you enter a boss arena, your summons kind of get confused for a hot second while they kind of spawn in. It's interesting. Okay. What do we got down here? More red gems. What are we? Level 62, so pretty decent leveling here on Nixi. We don't have any extra experience gain on the setup here. I mean, I guess we just keep going on these sickles at this point, and we can just try and spam attacks on the final boss here as well for the extra damage output. Oh, we took a few hits there. I was being a bit careless. Take the ults. Just in case we see something we really don't want to take, I guess. Okay. Damage? We'll take damage. Okay, we're getting close to the end. Yeah, we should have maybe saved that other damage note I saw, but it was like 15 minutes in, or 5 minutes left in the run, so I didn't want to sit still for 5 minutes. Okay, what do we got? A coffin. Yeah, let's not pop it, just in case it slows us down. And see, having 4 dash charges on Nixi though is pretty nice. It's one of the things about Nixi I do like. Getting the extra dash charge on her. It feels pretty good. You can have like 1 from the skill tree, 1 from boots, and 1 from the Fate's blessing. So you can end up with like 5 without even... Okay, where is she? Over here. You can end up with 5 without even having to take like an extra map node or something that gives you an additional 1. Okay, bully her. Bully her. Where is she? Over here. Okay, she moves around too much for these poor little summons. Okay, there we go. Bully her, bully her, bully her. No, come back. Alright. There we go. What do we got? Garment of Poison Nova? It's not letting me pick it up. Okay, we're full. That's alright. It's what it is. It's alright, we smashed it in the end anyway. I mean, as you can see, we barely took that much. I don't think we went under like half health the entire run there. I mean... Big area summons, pretty powerful. So almost 200 million too, which is pretty nice. And now you can see the big area with the summon count on the crystalline deer, pretty good. And we went in there with reasonably low summon damage. You can look at the frost wolves in comparison. Yeah, these summons are not made equal. We'll just say that. Even the Onyx Dragon is not not anywhere near as potent as this deer, which is kind of hilarious. Oh. Let's quickly have a look at the loot haul at the end here. We'll see if we got anything particularly good. We've got a full bag this time. Okay, I think I got this one in an offline run, but I did get a 17.6 attack crit chance roll with Icy Touch. So that's kind of interesting. Berserk. Expert offers with alterates, huh? Okay, there's a Frost Nova. Just damage with legends. Chance to heal on attack hit. That's kind of interesting. Got a fire trails on a heavy piece. So that's kind of cool. +2 summon count. Interesting. Okay, we'll keep a few of these pieces. Okay, we've got the power lightning Armageddon. As I said earlier in the video, that thing's really, really fun. Heal and level up with damage. We've got some interesting stuff to work with here. Power projectile count and power slot together with some rolls and ults. You know what? Some decent items. And we got the Frost Nova with heal on level up. There you go. Guys, if you enjoyed that one, consider hitting like and subscribe. If you have a preference for which character you'd like to see next, just let me know with a comment down below. With that being said, though, I hope you all have a fantastic, amazing day. Take it easy.